Your Honor, opposing counsel, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, may it please the court. My name is Matthew Newman, and along with my co-counsel, Smriti Shah, and Ashita Dave, we represent Hatboro-Horsham High School against Kelly Simon and the estate of Jordan Simon.
Students from Hatboro-Horsham High School were practicing a case they will have to present in a mock trial. The students will be competing against other schools in a real courtroom, and this rehearsal helped them prepare for their day in court.
The Pennsylvania mock trial is part of a national competition. Winners from Pennsylvania do go on and compete, but it's run through the Pennsylvania Bar Association, the young lawyers, and each year they come up with a new case where students are given statements by witnesses, facts behind the case, and pertinent law, anything that they need to know, and so they have to become really knowledgeable about all of those things.
In this case, the Hatboro-Horsham team will represent the defendant, a private high school who was charged with liability in a civil case.
It's about a young athlete. Her name is Jordan Simon, and she collapsed from taking performance-enhancing drugs. She was a star track athlete and went to a private high school, a fictional private high school, of course, in Pennsylvania. And the case is trying to determine who is more negligent, who is at fault. Her mother is a single parent who is suing the private high school, claiming that the school was negligent, that they didn't do enough to prevent her death, that the coach was not in tune enough with what was going on with her.
Would you say that Scott's death has impacted any of your decisions or opinions?
Yes.
As the students practice court procedures and cross-examining witnesses, teacher Kimberly English and legal advisor Courtney Newman guided students through the presentation of a trial.
Where's your theme?
That's exactly what I was
there's
gonna
not
say
all
next.
you told us was what the witnesses were going to testify and what they were going to say.
As the attorney advisor for the mock trial team, I am responsible for spending at least 10 hours with the team, advising them on different legal issues and questions they may have when they're going through the mock trial process and preparing for their competition.
Is it true that you pushed your daughter very hard so that you could live vicariously through her? That is
No.
That's Marty's job.
I was like, because she is going to say, no, what are you talking about? I want what's best for my daughter no matter what. I don't care about living vicariously through her.
Alright, I just
Do
wanted
not
to
ask that
satisfy
question.
This is the first time that Hatboro-Horsham has competed in a mock trial competition, so it's been basically building our team from the ground up. Everything from objections and cross-examinations, direct examinations, and really how a trial is prepared from the nuts to the bolts from start to finish.
Most of the students who participated in this mock trial are from the enrichment level of study. These mock trials are part of the high school curriculum that challenge students in a variety of ways.
I cannot think of a better activity that targets all of the 21st century skills that we hear about all the time. I mean, the critical thinking that's involved in this, the synthesis of a large body of complex information that's involved in this, taking new information and applying it in a real, live, authentic situation. I mean, there's public speaking skills. It targets everything that we're trying to do, and I thought it's just too valuable of an experience. So there are a couple of the enrichment students who are using it to fulfill their enrichment seminar requirements, but other students are doing it on top of their other choices that they're doing in seminar. And the one student who's not in enrichment, he's not going to get any kind of assessment at all. So it really is operating almost like a club or an activity.
It's been a few years since Hatboro-Horsham High School has participated in a mock trial. And like any resurrected program, perfecting the skills needed to succeed in competition takes time. These Hatters will look to return next year as experienced student trial lawyers.
It's nice that all the students are juniors, and I'm hoping to have them back for next year. I've already kind of joked with the attorney, and I said, we'll start practicing the end of this year for next year, and she said, absolutely. She's very competitive, so she said, I hope I can hold her to it. She said she's on board for next year, so I'll keep my fingers crossed.